your opinion, who were some of your top offers? When you started getting offers, who were the guys that stood out?
Definitely Oklahoma, LSU, Florida, Ohio State, Alabama.
Do you have finalists?
Nah, I don't. Not yet. Okay. I'm kind of with that 6 because I feel like those are the 6 that check all the boxes for me and give me the best opportunity where I'm trying to get. So.
Do you have a date to set your announcement?
Nah, I actually don't. My main thing has actually been I've been trying to see if the official visits are going to open up. Yeah. But my plan has been to, if I was ready, because I planned to take my officials in the spring, but I mean, obviously that didn't happen. So my other plan was to commit at the All-American game, so I'm thinking about doing that. Other than that, just like what I'm feeling it really.
So what is it you're looking for in a college when Clemson comes to you, or Alabama, Ohio State, Oklahoma? What are some of the things that stand out and are appealing to you?
I mean, first off, just good. First time I talk to them, the vibe that I get off from them, that's huge with me. That's why I like the in-person visits. That's why I'm hoping the official visits, because when I have the set who I want, I'll know after it. But just what's important to me is the relationship. I need to be honest. I need them to be honest with me, and I'll be honest with them. I'd rather you tell me we're going after 3 dudes than you're our guy. You know what I'm saying? Honesty, and then make sure the coach can develop his players, because there's no point of all the trajectory and stuff like that with 24/7 rivals if you go somewhere and the guy can't get you to where that player. So development, and education, because you gotta understand like, you're a student athlete, so it's 2 sides. It's football and academics, so you gotta make sure they take care of the players academically, with internships, set you up with that, and just make sure they're on top of that stuff. And also, like, with my family, it's very important to me how they feel about them, their relationship with them as well. Yeah, that's pretty much.
You know, we could talk about the Sooner Summit, which is, I mean, never happened before that I've ever known.
Yeah.
You're from the DMV area.
Yeah.
I mean, Caleb is the one who kind of put it together. Mm-hmm. Tell me about the origins from your perspective of how this thing got going.
I mean, really just Caleb, I mean, you know, he's very social. I think it really shows he's a great leader, as a good quarterback would be. So it's kind of really just him bringing it up. I know he started a group chat with all of us and was talking about it, proposed it. He even came up with a set plan that we're going by. He already had that done. So he was on top of it. And his dad has a good relationship with my mom. They're friends. So she was talking to him about it. He was talking to her about it.
Okay. Is he putting a hard sell on you?
The thing is, like, with him, which I like, he's not like pressure, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, we're cool, and he's like talking about, you know, you're like one of the top linemen, you know what I'm saying? And then I talk about how he's the best quarterback in our class. I don't think it's a debate. So we just talk about you want to play with people who have the same aspirations as you. Let's win the championship and get to the next level, being the best teammate as possible. And I definitely see that in him. So, yeah.
So what's it ultimately going to take then for your decision?
Shoot, I don't even know, really. This stuff has been crazy. I'm not really there yet. But really just, you know, over time, people show you their true colors. So, I mean, I guess I'm trying to see that. But, I mean, it's going to be difficult because people, they're being good. And I haven't really had any negative thoughts or anything with any of the schools. But I also meant to say branding as well is very important to me because of that new rule. Because I think that's going to be huge with college athletes. So branding and who's going to take advantage of that and get ahead of that early, you know, to benefit the players in the school. Yeah.
Has anybody made an impression on you in that area yet? For instance, Lincoln Riley told us on a press call, he said, we've been out in front of this. We've been looking at ways to get our guys out there. Yeah. Does that stuff stand out to you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Actually, the 2 best with that have actually been Oklahoma, LSU, and Ohio State, because, like you said, Oklahoma with that, and they make these like edits where You can see them on every platform. The list how to get to you on every single platform, Instagram, Twitter, like little stuff like that. LSU, they actually create like brands, like prototypes to show you like if you went here, this would be your brand, and we could get this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like seeing that, you're not even there yet, and they're making prototypes for that is huge. And then Ohio State, they've had their program. I know they did with Chase Young. They have like a whole like a guy running that. They have like a whole program for that. So I mean, those three have stood out to me with that, because I do think it'll be huge. I don't know if anyone sees that yet, but yeah, it'll be huge.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It is going to be huge. I want to ask you about Caleb. You're from Virginia, he's from DC. Do you go back, or are you just kind of acquaintances, or how would you characterize that?
I have a very good relationship with Caleb. We actually met. I didn't know him because he got in the process a lot earlier than I did. I think he was probably in like eighth, ninth grade. And I got my first in 10th, and I met him at the Rivals camp, and right away he was a down-to-earth guy. He's really good. He's always kept in touch with me, you know what I'm saying, just asking where my head's at, recruiting, stuff like that. And then, of course, when I'm with him, man, he's cool, man. We get along. So, and I love how he plays. So if you're cool with a guy off the field and on the field, you know he's one of those dudes that'll do whatever it takes to win. I mean, it's a perfect quarterback. So.
He's illustrating that right now.
Yeah.
Doing what it takes to win by recruiting you, by recruiting Kamar Wheaton, recruiting Jalil, bringing you to Oklahoma, and being that leader that you talked about. I mean, what does that say about him and his commitment to what he's said many times? I want to win a national championship.
Yeah. A lot of guys just say, I want to win. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win a national championship. I want to win a national championship. But he's literally doing the things before he's even at Oklahoma to try to, win a national championship and be the best teammate he can be. He's not just worried about himself. He's thinking about who do I want with me, who do I want to bring with me there. I think that's huge, and I think he gets that a lot from Coach Riley, because Coach Riley's a very team-first guy, and so everything starts up top. I think he gives that vibe off, which is great. So he's going to look out for his players, and Caleb is going to be a dude where he's going to really look out for all his dudes, make sure all his dudes are winning as well. So, yeah.
Have you met his parents before this trip?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I
mean, to pick up and move to Oklahoma for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it's going to be, knowing that you're going to have maybe them to fall back on. If you get lonely or homesick or whatever, you can go over and they're going to be grilling.
Yeah, it's like a fam. You know what I'm saying? That's a family. You can't. That's not replaced. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like that. You can't say that for every single school. You can't. But just knowing you have that's huge, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you think about this event? What have you done so far? What have you seen? Where have you been?
It's been great so far. I really enjoyed it. So I mean, just when we got here, most of it's been us hanging together, like with the commits and targets, like Jaleel, Kyrie, Caleb, and then the guys that came today. Really just getting to know each other, and I think that's huge for a potential class. But we just been getting food, and then we got to see the practice like from a distance. We couldn't, can't talk to anybody or anything like that. But just seeing it, and you can like try to envision yourself there with the guys that you potentially be there with. I think that's huge. So I've learned a lot, and I get that vibe from Oklahoma that the people are very supportive of the football team. We got nothing but love from the fans on campus, stuff like that. So yeah, I've had a great time.
Do you know if you're going to have a fall season yet?
So they actually postponed ours to spring. Yeah, so we're looking for that, hoping that's going to go through, because my guys, I know me and my brother, we've been doing what we're supposed to do, and I've been very impressed with underclassmen in my class. Everyone was working hard, similar aspirations, and we want to get a ring and leave our mark on the school before we go. So I'm really excited for that, and I think we can really show some people up this year.
Has it been difficult to do to try to be a college football recruit when you can't take your official visits and you can't meet with the coaches and you have to do everything through Zoom and you can't even have spring football practice.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges have you faced during this pandemic?
It's just been like really different. And I try to see the positive to things and whatever I'm doing. And like, I see it as, no one's done this before. So there's nothing to be expected. Like, I'm just gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of upsetting at the same time because you're not getting that same, like, the things that you work for, like the official visit, like getting it's a lot easier to get a feel for where you want to go in person than a virtual meeting. But I feel like me and my family have made the most out of it, so that if that stuff never opens up, that we can probably still be able to make a decision.
Yeah, that's smart. Did you know anything about OU football before they started recruiting you?
I was a big DeMarco. I've always been a big DeMarco Murray fan because I'm a Cowboys fan, and I always wanted him by the Cowboys. So I used to watch him, but other than that, before my recruitment, I didn't even know anything about college football really, except Virginia because my dad played there.
Guessing you learned quite a bit about Oklahoma.
Just they're if not best, one of the developing players. It's insane. Like you see Coach Riley with back-to-back, like Hurts, Kyler, and Baker. Like that's crazy. And then they got Rattler and then Caleb. So just his history, and then Coach Beatenbow. He's had like Orlando Brown and Cody Ford and stuff like that. Like he's putting dudes in the league every year. And it's not like they're coming to him. Like they're not always just high-rated guys. He's just able to use their abilities to turn them into the best player. So that's what stood out to me the most. Also, the culture here is definitely a winning culture. Like when you talk to anyone on that staff, or any of the commits even, you just know it's just winning, and that's the only thing is winning, There's no room for losing. Yeah.
Anything else stand out about the summit that you want to do or get to or see or anything here in Oklahoma?
I don't know. I've had a great time. I think I've really gotten a lot out of it because Mr. Warren's done a great job being so organized with everything. I don't even know, honestly. I'm just enjoying myself really.
Last question for you. I've been asking guys, what's your why?
Yeah.
What is it that motivates you to work so hard to be a big-time football player, a big-time athlete?
My why, I would say, is I understand a lot of people say they like to prove people wrong, but mine's actually the opposite. I want to prove to myself and prove the people that believe in me that I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And just taking care of my family, and I don't want my mom to work again, stuff like that. I just want to be successful and help the people who have put their time and money in me and not giving up on me with my dream. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Your mom put a lot aside to help you out, sacrifice a lot?
Absolutely. My mom, she actually had to take a pay cut and then get a different two. She had to work two jobs for me to be able to have time to get to all the visits and stuff like that. And that means I have to make it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to make it for my mom.